I fell pregnant with my boyfriend, and we both decided we want to terminate it, but he's telling me to hold off on it so he can fulfill his fantasies of drinking my milk. My boyfriend, 28 male, and I, 22 female, have been together for 4 years, but we were friends for a couple years before that. When we were just friends, he had a friends with benefits that he got pregnant. He doesn't want kids, so he didn't want her to keep it and offered support with an abortion. She wanted to keep it, so he said he'd pay child support and some other stuff but wouldn't be involved in the kid's life beyond that. They kept sleeping together while she was pregnant and then again when she was about 3 months postpartum. One day he had a little party at his place with some of his friends and I bought a couple of my friends. This part is a bit NSFW. We were all drinking and a bit high and he ended up telling us that he sucked her nips and drank some of her breast milk. He said it tasted kinda good and we all laughed. He stopped seeing his friends with benefits when the kid was about 6 months. A year or so later, when we first got together officially, he told me that he actually loved it and would sometimes get off on it. My boyfriend has always loved playing with my chest and I kinda lean into it a bit when we make love. When we moved in together 2 years ago, I walked in on him getting off to those kinds of videos and he told me he has a bit of a preference for it. There's the backstory and I apologize for how terribly worded the next part is. I've been crying lol. I'm child-free, definitely really do not want kids ever. I'm super cautious about taking the pill. I started feeling kinda nauseous and dizzy about a month ago, but I've been drinking a lot lately. Mental health has gotten worse lol. My boyfriend was watching a video we made a couple years ago and commented that my chest has gotten bigger. I got a bad feeling, so we went to buy a pregnancy test and I'm pregnant. I cried as I booked a doctor's appointment and I got really drunk that night. Abortion was always my plan if worse came to worse, so I was just holding out for the appointment so I could get referred to have it done. But the doctor said I was 14 weeks. I was so horrified. When my boyfriend and I got home, he offered me some wine, so I drank and cried. When I was feeling better, he made a joke about if I could lactate. I asked him what the heck he meant. He mentioned his friends with benefits and drinking her milk and said he'd like to try mine. I was pretty drunk and thought he was joking. But nope. I reminded him I'm getting an abortion and he said he knows but wanted to see if I'd start it during pregnancy. I googled it and apparently you can start lactating at like 16 to 22 weeks. His idea is that we hold off on the abortion until the absolute last minute so he can see if he can try my milk. Where we live, I can get an abortion up to 20 weeks. He says I probably won't get pregnant again, so it'd be the only chance he'd get. To be honest, I've been drunk or high since I found out I was pregnant. This is like my worst nightmare. He's been so sweet and caring since we found out and my mind's not really in a good place, so I agree to hold off on the abortion for a while. I'm 16 weeks now and I don't see any sign of milk production or anything. I'm really freaking out now that if I keep waiting, I might not be able to get the abortion and be stuck pregnant and having to give birth. I literally cannot give birth, like I fear it more than death. I don't know. I know it means a lot to him and I've just really been trying to pretend this pregnancy doesn't exist, but now it's starting to hit me. My boyfriend says it'll work out and I'll be able to get the abortion, but I'm honestly really scared. I'm at uni and I've been missing all of my classes and assignments and just staying in our bed the past few days. I know it's not good for me, but I also don't want to disappoint my boyfriend, like he's so excited. I don't know what to do. I don't know if he's right and that we can wait a bit longer. I'm losing my mind, so advice would be so helpful, please. I just can't think straight. How would I tell him I don't want to keep going? Edit. Thank you all. I feel so stupid and naive now and I hate myself so much. It's late here, but I'm going to get the abortion as soon as I can. I just don't know how to approach it with my boyfriend. I feel like he'd probably be okay maybe, and I saw some people saying you could maybe induce lactation without pregnancy, so maybe he'll be more okay if I tell him that. I do really love him and I know the comments are harsh, but he is normally a good guy. I just don't know why he's been like this. I've been high, drunken, or both for most of the time the past couple weeks, and so I just haven't had a clear mind. I don't think he realizes how much pain I'm in and how horrible this is for me. I don't want to break up though. I'm really happy otherwise in our relationship. At it the next day, I've made the necessary appointments for the abortion and the prior tests and scans. I've got it scheduled and I'm following through. I vaguely told my mom that I'm having an abortion and may need some help, and I'm not too sure about my relationship at the moment. I didn't want to go into too much detail with her, but she said she'll be there for anything I need, with the abortion and or him. I just want to get the abortion over with before I deal with the boyfriend stuff. I don't know. I feel overwhelmed. I appreciate all the helpful and kind comments on here. I know I've been very stupid, but I am trying. I think I've been out of it for quite some time and just now finally waking up. Update 12 days later. I felt a bit better a few days after posting. I know some people said to not tell him about the abortion, but I really hated the idea that he was the person people were saying he is. Like, I just had to know what he'd say and feel, and I wanted to ask some questions. I did call my mom beforehand to tell her I was gonna talk with him, so I guess I'd have some protection if things went wrong with him. I don't know. The comments kinda scared me. I only told her he has a bit of a thing for pregnant women, so he wanted me to delay the abortion as much as possible for him. My mom's tone kinda changed and she said some stuff, then basically just called me a slut, and said I was disgusting for going along with that and she couldn't support me anymore if I was doing stupid crap like that. I don't really want to get into it, but it was really hard to hear it. I felt so alone. The next day, I told my boyfriend I needed to talk. I wasn't sober, so this is my best recollection and only the main points, not the conversation verbatim. I told him how I've been feeling and that I'm not into what he is and I only do it because I like pleasing him, but I can't hurt myself anymore. That I have the abortion scheduled and I'm so disgusted by the thing inside me, like I've been having bad back pain and pains and weird feelings in my stomach, and obviously my mental health. I was sobbing through it and just sorta rambled till he held me. He said he was so sorry and didn't know how bad I was feeling. He told me he thought I was okay with everything because I didn't say I wasn't. He said he'll come with me for the abortion and he'll be there with me. I fully asked him about when I was a teen. Like I just needed to know, I didn't have much to really lose. He said he obviously found me pretty, but he wasn't attracted to me until I was 18 and only really thought of me in a different way when I made the first move the first night we slept together. The comments about baby trapping horrified me so much, so I literally said to him like, "How do you think I got pregnant?" He said maybe I missed a pill or something. He didn't give off any weird vibes like he'd be lying, so I believe he didn't mess with my pill. He was apologetic about me being pregnant and again, said he didn't mean to cause me this pain. I was exhausted and just laid on his chest and cried for a while. The following couple days he's been really lovely, like giving me massages for my back and giving me lots of attention and cooking for me. He keeps saying he's sorry and he'll do what he can to make it up to me. He suggested we go on a trip when this is over, like go away for a few nights and have a little holiday. The other night we had a few drinks and I was talking about Taylor Swift's Eras tour. Been a fan since I was 8 lol, cause I play this app game sometimes where you guess her outfits and surprise songs for the concert and I was filling it out. He asked when her tour ends and I said the end of the year and he said he could try arrange for us to go see one of them. I was like, that's so expensive and it's sold out? But he said he can see if he can make it work. I feel really supported and loved right now. I'm glad I opened up and told him. I think our relationship is in a much better place. If he reacted badly, I would probably feel differently. But I don't know, it's been good. I also don't really know who else I have, to be honest. My mom clearly hates me and I'm relying on government money, studying, which isn't that much, so it's not like I can afford to live elsewhere right now. I also love our lifestyle and what he does for us, so I don't want to mess that up. I doubt he'll be successful, but if he got us to see the Eras tour, that's like a dream to me. I'd for real be the happiest person. I kinda feel like if I followed some of the advice I got, I'd be in such a different, and worse, place right now. I'm excited to do fun couple stuff with him, like he even brought up wine and cheese tasting or taking me shopping, like really nice dates. We made love last night for the first time in over a week and he was really respectful, like he didn't give my chest attention, but I've been feeling adored, so I kinda indulged him. I'm still not into that personally, but I like seeing him pleased. I feel like when I get rid of this parasite, our relationship will be really strong, like this thing has really tested us, Lamau. So it's all good. Just waiting in anticipation for the abortion, and gonna give my mum some time. There's been a rocky history there, so we'll see, I guess. Thank you guys again.